Alright, so we're going to do a breathing exercise. What it's meant to do is help relax some of the inner muscles near the hip so that the hip can realign and it can free up the hamstrings and the low back, which should give Nathaniel here a little bit more flexibility. What we're going to do first is just kind of test the hamstring flexibility. I'm going to lift your leg up, just you don't have to do anything for this. Keep that toe to the ceiling though, on the opposite leg, nice and relaxed. Good, so if I let go, you should be able to drop that leg. And then stop me when that gets too tight. There's a lot of resistance there. Go ahead and check in the mirror, see kind of where that ends up.
Okay.
Awesome. And then we'll do the other leg too. Just kind of get a little frame of reference.
Oh, good.
Perfect. There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you do about 5 deep breaths. You're going to breathe out all of your air. As you do that, I'm going to have my hand under your left side. I'm going to instruct you to continue to put your left half of the rib cage flat on the floor and to press that down. And then I'm going to have you hold for a moment with no breath in your system, and then gently inhale through the nose. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, but you'll be fine. Okay? So what I'm going to do is place right there. Good. And then I'm going to have you breathe all the way out. I'm going to get a little redundant telling you to put pressure on my hand. Breathe out all the way. You can use your mouth. Good. Breathe out more. More pressure on my hand. There you go. No turning though. Breathe out all the way. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Hold that. More pressure on my hand. And then gently inhale. Good. And breathe out. Breathe out all the way. You want to keep these ribs low. Good. A little more pressure. A little more pressure. That's really good. Really good pushing that down. Hold the breath. And gently breathe in. Good, and breathe back out. All the way out, more pressure. So you're breathing all the way out, pushing the ribs to the floor, especially the left half. Hold that. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. And then gently inhale through the nose. Keep pressure on the left ribs. And then breathe out. All the way, putting more pressure down on the left side. Good, I'm going to have you do one more of these. Good, and breathe out. Good, a little more pressure. Good. Now, feel free to breathe a little more regularly. Try to keep those ribs a little bit of pressure on the ground, but you're pretty good here. And then we're just going to test the little hamstring flexibility. So we'll lift this up. Good, keep the toes up to the ceiling. Awesome, that's about as far as I'm getting. Go ahead and look in the mirror for that frame of reference.
It's an improvement.
And then the same thing on this side. Awesome, keep that leg straight. Awesome, and pretty good improvement on that side too. Awesome, and that's a little breathing drill that we'll do to kind of reset the hips and give you a little more hamstring flexibility and a little bit more low back ease. Perfect.